What up, y'all? Look, let me tell y'all something. Quick story time. So, our people at the JOB had a luncheon, like a going away lunch for one of our coworkers, right? At this little spot downtown called Lunch and Supper. I've been here before, okay, when I first got here. It's a nice little spot. They have decent food, though the brunch I can speak for. Now, as far as the dinner, no. Hell no. Let me tell y'all. From beginning to end, I already knew it was going to be a shit show. Let me explain. So, I got here late because I had to get caught up on some work stuff, which is typical on a Friday. Everybody wait till the last minute. You know how that go. Then I get down here 20 minutes later after they started the luncheon. Everybody ordered their food by the time I got here. The other coworker, he didn't even get to make it. I felt bad for him. So he's still stuck in office. But anyway, let me tell y'all something. There are two things I look for when I go to a restaurant. I look for cleanliness and I look for good customer service. And I didn't get either one. I'm going to tell you why. So we're going to call her Becky. Becky with the good hair, aka this white chick who was high on life, literally spaced the fuck out. I don't know what she took, but she was just like, yeah, when you're like ready, just like let me know and I'll get your order, okay? Just like no type of etiquette whatsoever. And I'm just like, to each his own. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it through your shift, fine. But if you see a whole party of 10 people sitting at a fucking table for a luncheon, you may not want to be spaced out or high. I'm just saying, like, that's a bad look. And I doubt anybody gave her ass a tip because of the way that she was serving us. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what you do in your spare time. But if you are on the clock, and especially in, like, restaurant service, like, you gotta be on point. You gotta be on your toes. Like, I don't care how shitty the place is. I don't care where it's at. I don't care. Like, you're in restaurant service. Okay? So, anywho, she comes back like 10 minutes later after I figured out what I wanted to order while everybody else was eating, tearing up their damn food and shit. And then I tell her what I wanted. No silverware on the fucking table. That was strike one. Then strike two for me. Oh my God. This is a big one for cleanliness. I don't give a damn where you are, especially in public spaces. But if you have an animal, whether if it's a dog, a cat, a bird, hell, a lizard, and it's on a leash, which is nice, keep that shit outside, okay? Because you disturb my whole entire fucking peace when you bring a nasty ass, big ass Labrador. It looked like a lab or a golden retriever. I don't know which one it was, but it was a big ass white hairy ass dog that looked like it was every bit of 150 pounds on a leash. And of course it was white people, of course. And they set their ass right across from our table. Now, this restaurant is weird. So there are two separate parts of this restaurant. The inside is small little section, and then they got the outside, which is the patio area. But see, the part that we were sitting in, that was the indoor patio. This was not an outdoor patio. They did have an outdoor patio. They could have sat their white asses outside, but they chose to sit in the AC with us, with a hairy ass fucking dog across from us. And we all looked at them like, ew. And there's a baby across from you. Like, y'all are spreading fucking germs. I'm sorry. Call me selfish if you want to, but if you have an animal, I can see if you were disabled. If you're blind, you deaf, you need an animal to help your ass out, fine. You need an emotional support dog, fine. You didn't require none of those. You were an able-bodied, walking, seeing, hearing motherfucker, and you had the audacity to bring that hairy, funky ass fucking dog inside the restaurant where we were eating. I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. I can't take it anymore. I just had to say something about it because we're just like, I'm so glad I just got my food. And as soon as that bastard walked in with his dog, I quickly hopped my ass across the table, sat down next to one of my coworkers because I said, I don't want that shit next to me. And they sat in the corner hiding a dog under the table. And the dog was trained. Don't get me wrong. The dog didn't bother nobody, but I don't care if it's trained or not. That's disgusting. I don't believe in bringing animals and fucking eating places, especially when people are inside. If you're outside, cool. I know not to sit next to your ass outside, but if you inside where we don't want to be disturbed and you still bring in a fucking dog, yeah, I got a problem with that. And then on top of that, you got spaced out pothead servers who tell you, oh, it's going to take a while to get your guys' checks because it's like 8 or 9 of y'all and we can only split up to 8 ways. So one of you guys are going to have to buddy up and pay for each other's meals. Okay, bitch, like, bring my shit. Because I'm not paying for nobody else. I just got here and I'm last. So everybody on their own. And then one of the dudes, the dude that I was actually going away was nice enough to pay for my coworkers' food. He ended up leaving a little bit early because he had to go get a haircut down the street. But I'm just like, y'all have no type of etiquette here. Y'all didn't bring no silverware. I had to ask for napkins. And y'all just don't have no type of sense of direction when it comes to customer service and cleanliness. I'm sorry. I'm not coming back the fuck here. If somebody else has a going away luncheon, I'm not coming back to this specific restaurant now that I know that these hoes don't care about animals being inside the fucking restaurant while you're eating. That's sick. You gotta think about it. You got hair flying around, you know, people and shit. And then you gotta worry about shit getting in your food. It's just the environment. It's a turn off. I'm sorry. But the one that really pissed me off the most was the bill, okay? I spent $32.76 to be exact. And if you don't believe me, here go the receipt for the proof. Okay? There go the receipt for proof of payment. And then on top of that, was it worth $32.76? Hell no. The sandwich was good. The mac and cheese was shit. It tasted bland. There was no fucking seasoning. I should have expected less because this is a white establishment. This is not a black-owned spot. But I'm just like, the least y'all could do is make real mac and cheese like cheesy. Because I've been to some white-owned spots that actually made decent mac and cheese cheesy. But my mac and cheese was like a puddle of milk with peppers sprinkled on top, and they called it mac and cheese with noodles in it. And it was the stringy noodles, not the elbow macaroni noodles. I was already done. I said, y'all use the wrong fucking noodles on top of that. And you just put a pound of like milk inside of my mac and cheese, and you put powder in there. God knows what kind of dairy products they use because I'm hella lactose intolerant, so I'm gonna feel it later. But the bill is not the problem that pissed me off. I don't care about gratuity because they add automatic gratuity. It's downtown bullshit, which is 20%. Fine. But I only ordered 2 items. I ordered a rum punch and a fucking blackened chicken sandwich, and that came out to $32.76. Oh, and a side of mac and cheese. The chicken sandwich, yes, was good. The rum punch, not so much. Tasted like fucking mimosa, if anything. It did not taste like a rum punch at all. And then on top of the watered down drink and the watered down mac and cheese, the part that pissed me off about the bill, let me tell y'all, most places that are very upgraded with technology will take Apple Pay as a form of payment. Apple Pay, I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of, is like a digital payment that you can make with your phone if you're an iPhone user. It's basically a digital wallet of your physical credit cards, but digital. So instead of them swiping the physical card, you just tap to pay. That's what I normally do. And then this gay dude, this brother, who wanna be whitey, was like, we don't take Apple Pay. You don't have to use a credit card. And I was just like, as nice as this restaurant is, you mean to tell me y'all don't take Apple Pay? But everywhere else I've been to takes Apple Pay, except for y'all. And y'all are downtown, in the heart of downtown. Y'all don't take Apple Pay? I said, okay. So I had to march my ass back to my car, grab my physical credit card just to go pay the bill. Had I known they didn't take Apple Pay in the first place, I would have took my wallet inside with me. But normally I keep my stuff locked up in my car because I'm so used to paying for Apple Pay everywhere. And the reason I use Apple Pay everywhere now instead of my physical card is because it's easier for me to be protected from identity theft, because it's a digital card and it's a digital wallet, and it has what's called a token that protects your credit card from being stolen. Versus your physical card, when they swipe that sucker, they see the whole entire card and they can just take your card and do whatever with it. But when they tap to pay with Apple Pay blocks out your card numbers, and it's only the last 4 digits that show. So it's more, safer, in my opinion, to use Apple Pay or something like PayPal as a form of payment. Because yeah, I just don't trust places with my credit card like that. And if anything, the next time I go to a restaurant, the first thing I'm going to do is ask them, do you take Apple Pay or not? Because if you don't, I need to go to the ATM and take out cash, because all you bitches are getting cash. Because I don't trust nobody with my card like that. Because I've been a victim of identity theft in the past. Lots of times. But yeah, I'm not going back to lunch and supper. This is located in Richmond, Virginia, downtown. Do not go to lunch and supper. If you want to be surrounded by musty ass, big ass, hairy ass dogs inside where you're eating with your family or your friends, go ahead by all means. On top of musty ass animals, an automatic 20% gratuity for some bland ass food, be my guest. It's all on you at this point. Because I'm just like, to each his own. But I'm just like this. If you're an able-bodied motherfucker and you're seeing and you're hearing and you're emotionally well, there's no fucking excuse for that at all. I don't care what nobody says. I don't give a fuck, okay? But y'all have a good one. I'm out.